Yo, what's up? This is the Prof. Once again, like I always say, if you're down with the real shit and not down with the bullshit, subscribe and like this video. I'm doing this one based upon, I was looking at JB Gunner, a video on, what was it called? Your Mama Black. Like how when anytime uh, a black man references to the negative behavior of black women, um, they will always like fire back with your mama black. Like, how could you talk about um, black women like that? Or you got a black daughter, or women in your family are black. And what this pertains itself to is just um, speaking on the negative traits and behaviors uh, of black women with, you know, the ones that have all these, bad behaviors, basically. And black women saying, but you can't say that because, um, you know, your mama black. And he was just speaking on like, you know, what the hell does that have to do with, you know, um, the relationship between a man and his mother has nothing to do with the relationship between a woman that he would like to have sex with, you know, or have as a date or a girlfriend or things of that nature. Yeah. And I heard somebody one time say, if you really break that down, that's really sick to really kind of make that parallel. Like, what are you talking about? You know, my mother does not fit in that category at all. So that's like a bunch of bullshit shenanigans that they do. You know, they try to put in your head to, discombobulate you, to make you think, whereas you thought you had a point, but I did just fuck that whole theory up that you had, uh, or whatever you said, I just cut that to shreds by just making that statement. Like, how, or that should just make you feel bad. Like, talking about me as a black woman is the same as talking about your mama. Like, what the fuck? That's a good brainwashing technique, really, if you truthfully think about it. But yeah, for the suckers, for the simps, for because I know there's people out there saying, yeah, for dumbasses, if you stupid. I'm like, yeah, but man, truthfully, I grew up, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, and a lot of people know the truth. Like, black folks, I don't know really why when anything negative about us or certain people in our community, why is it that we try to sweep that under the rug? We don't want to air that out to society. We want to act like that's a lie. That doesn't exist. And we live in, us as a black society, as a black community, we live in a matriarchal society where we uphold the woman as though she's the mother goddess. And the men basically ain't shit. That's the truth. That's what we do. Like, you know, uh, uh, um, we're supposed to act like they're minions, be at their beck and call. We're supposed to uh, defend them at all costs, no matter what. And I'm talking about, you have women that think like you're supposed to just be in defense of women, period. Not just your woman, not just the women in your family, women, period. Shit. Knowing the stuff. And I know a lot of black dudes, really, honestly. They know the truth. Know the stuff that a lot of black women do. You're a damn fool. You see a woman out in the street and she has some altercation with a man, and you're going to run up and say, hey, brother, that's a woman. That's a female. Hey, man, that's that dude's wife, right? That's his kid's mother. He just sat up there and dealt with all the fucking shit from that woman. That woman probably stole money from him, slept around on him, sitting up there mistreating the kids, turning the kids against him. That man got a lot of rage and a lot of anger. You don't know what the hell they could be arguing about. And you gonna come up talking about, hey man, that's a female. That motherfucker might turn around and say, fuck this shit. Maybe he might turn his attention away from her and say, all right, fuck that. You gonna take the ass whooping she should get. Or whatever the fuck I'm gonna do to her. What if he got a knife and all of a sudden turn around, motherfucker, what? And bam, stab you in the chest. You know, what if he got a gun on him or something like that? And he like turn around, look at you like, motherfucker, for real? You gonna walk up on me? Like, this is my motherfucker. I'm the one that had to deal with all the bullshit. And here's some motherfucker out the blue gonna run like, you gonna do something to me, motherfucker? Bow, bow, bow. Like, and you done lost your life because of what? Don't even make no damn sense. And what if you got a wife and kids? You done lost your damn life, and you got your own woman and children to take care of? That's dumb as fuck. That's stupid as hell. I don't know where the mindset came from dudes being like this, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I remember growing up as a little kid, and I tell some of my friends this, you know, because we all grew up in the same city, but we all didn't have the same circumstances. You know, some of us did, but then like some of us didn't. And you know, when you grow up in the projects and shit, man, you'll see shit that you might not necessarily see when you live like in a working class community, middle class community, and stuff like that. You know, but what it is, a lot of times, like with um, black culture, especially when you're young, it's always this need to have this kind of rough, rugged exterior about yourself. You know, you never sold drugs, but you got to still act like you got the attitude of a drug dealer. Like, yeah, no, yeah. Then you got dudes, they start making up false lies and shit. You know, they live 20 blocks down from where the gang is at, and they be talking about, they be trying to claim the neighborhood and shit. Yeah, I'm from down there too. Like, wait a minute, what? Motherfucker say, oh, for real? What street you stay on? I stay on such and such and such street. Wait a minute, I ain't down there where the fuck is that? Yeah, but I got partners to stay down there. I'm like, man, what the, dude, nah, that's not the same thing, dude. You know, like, the whole thing about it, I seen growing up, you grow up in the projects, man. Mothers calling their sons bitches. Yeah, get mad. You look just like your damn punk ass daddy. You probably gonna grow up and not be nothing just like him. Um, Talk to their daughters. Daughters just might want to get out, have fun, like a normal teenager. She around 15, 16. Mother telling her, "Oh, you want to get out here and be like a little hoe like the rest of you bitches, huh? Yeah, you want to get out here and run." And the girl like, "Wait a minute, I just want to go to the school dance." Mama like, "Why are you talking to me like that?" I've heard this shit, man. Witnessed it, everything, even within my own family. You know, I've seen it, and the black mama, man, the single black mother. A lot of times, those stories don't get told. Man, I was like 5, 6 years old. My aunt had to go to the hospital. My mother said, "Come on, we gotta," had to go take her sister to the hospital. She was sick. My auntie was sick. Went to the hospital. I heard this kid just screaming to the top of his lungs. I couldn't see him because he was around the corner from like I was behind a wall. From him coming from into the front door, I was around a wall, around the corner and stuff. And I just heard the kid. I was like, "What the hell was that?" He came in. Kid's left arm was broke, and the boy just screaming. Blood was dripping on the floor. He had some towel or something, and the people, the nurse came out like, "What the hell's going on? What the?" And they said, "Oh my God!" They was looking like, "What the hell?" They said, "Wait a minute." And they looked immediately at his arm. They said, "I think his arm broke." Because I think what happened, the bone had broke for real and went through the skin. So they had seen the part of the bone sticking out. The mom come bringing her fat ass in there, just walking. You know how he come down there with that. The woman said straight up, she said, "Yeah, I did it." She said, "And if you want to take me to jail, call the damn police." Now this is back at a time period where, you know, they hadn't just got to the point of really, really tripping off of that, child abuse shit the way it is now and stuff like that. It was just, and she just walked, she straight up said that. And the nurses and doctors, they was like, "No, no, ma'am, nobody wants to call the police or anything like that." This is before they had all those sheriffs and everything that be at those county hospitals or, or be at hospitals you see now today more so. They had like, this is when they still had like security guards and shit like that. But this is way back. They just said, "Yo, we just want to know what happened, man. We want to just take care of your son." Or what. She said, "The motherfucker was sitting out disrespecting me, and he was talking shit and blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. And I ain't fucking dealing with that shit. And so I whooped his motherfucking ass, and I hit him with blah, blah, this and that." And she explained how he got his arm broke, whatever. And I was sitting there, man, I didn't know the kid, but I felt so bad for him, man. Because I was like, damn, man, he seemed like he was in torture, man. He was a little kid, man. Like I said, I was 5, 6 years old. And I was like, damn, yeah, that happened. And man, I've heard plenty of black women call their daughters bitches. Just on a regular, just the way they talk to them. Call them bitches, hoes, all kind of shit. Calling their sons bitches. Got their son, and he little. They snatching him up and shit like that. If they got like little 2, 3 year old boy, bring your little bitch ass on. I ain't got no all day to be going doing this and blah blah blah. Stop crying like a little punk bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? So now right then and there, he's being introduced to being emasculated by his own mother. You know, and this is a guy on the show. You know that like, man, that whole shit that guys who in the sports and you know about basketball, that speech that Kevin Durant gave about his mother, he's sitting up there crying, "You're the real MVP, mom." I was like, I've heard some dudes, I've seen some shit. Well, my folks kind of looked at that shit like, man, I'm telling you, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's. I know y'all might think that that was a good thing or a nice, ingratiating gesture for him to say, but just as I'm speaking, a lot of black mothers in the hood, man, truthfully, they're not what the fuck the media and society tries to portray. And a lot of people know that, but it's just not spoken about. But yo, gonna have to touch on this again. So this is part one. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna touch on this one quite a bit.